I'm aware you'll never be enough. There are other things I'm going to want, but underneath the ashes there's a goal that I've unearthed. Every time I count my blessings, I count you first.
Hello, happy Tuesday. I hope your morning is going well. Welcome back to my channel, folks. If it's your first time visiting, thank you so much for stopping by. I value and appreciate you dropping into my little channel. Please leave a thumbs up below the screen and subscribe if you haven't already. Ding my little bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Let's enjoy some quality time together and let's welcome our awesome guests, Dan and Pete from the Nightwatchers Paranormal team. These guys have investigated some of Australia's spookiest spots, and they continue to upload quality YouTube content, and they do awesome regular live streams. Now, I love to pop into their live streams whenever I can, and I think you guys should too. So welcome, Dan and Pete. It's a true pleasure to have you join us. And could you please let my viewers know just a little bit about your YouTube channel and your great community?
How you going, Mike? Yeah, our YouTube channel, Dan came to me about 2 years ago.
Yeah, about it.
He goes, mate, I think we could start a YouTube channel. I think we'd be good at it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, fair enough. Let's have a crack at this. We actually started our channel, Nightwatchers Paranormal Australia, as Kickback with Kaz. And we started doing food videos.
Yeah.
Like weird foods, really unusual foods.
Yep.
And one of our first videos was the Strumming challenge.
Yeah.
Old Dan here didn't have the stomach for it.
I'll never forget that one.
But it's one of our most popular videos on the channel.
Yeah.
And then we decided that we would start paranormal because
Well, that was my first question, was how did you guys end up becoming paranormal investigators?
Well, for me, from childhood experiences that I had with the paranormal, made me have a massive interest in it. Now, Dan, how about you, mate?
Yeah, basically, just always been intrigued. Always, wondered about the paranormal and if ghosts really do exist. And I thought, well, why not? What better way to do it than try and go out myself and try and get the real evidence,
Yep.
So.
When you guys get a lead, like about a location, how do you plan your investigation? I imagine there's quite a lot of logistics involved in deciding on what time of day to go, what sort of gear to take.
Well, I can tell you now, with the channel, Dan and I both have roles within the channel. My roles is one of them is hunting up locations.
Yep.
Now, I'll go onto Facebook, YouTube, wherever I can to find leads. I have people send me leads. Then from there, from a location that I'll discuss with Dan and we'll pick it together, I'll go in, I'll contact that location. Now, sometimes there's a key holder we have to deal with or a committee. Once we have maybe a week, 2 weeks of going back and forward, talking about dates, times, all that kind of stuff. Once we have the location booked and I've got it written into my little black diary, from there, I wait a week, 2 days prior to that investigation, then I'll contact the key holder again to make sure everything's fine. And then we go and do the investigation.
Yeah, that's what I like. You're very professional about it. Now, my viewers were particularly interested in what sort of gear you take with you.
Okay, well, we've got lots of different gear. Our gear, our equipment is always growing. We're always expanding on that. At the moment, we take the K2 meter, which is an EMF detector. We also take our thermal camera, which shows different temperatures.
Yep.
And we also got our SV11 spirit box.
Yep.
That's how we communicate through to the spirits. Also, we also use a necrophonic app, which is on Pete's phone. That works pretty well. We always look for the intelligent responses with that one.
Yeah, because that's actually one of my favorite ways to scare the heck out of myself is by watching EVPs and spirit box things. And I'm always fascinated by some of the responses that come out. I wanted to ask you, Dan, first, what was your most memorable investigation?
Oh, wow. Most memorable. Oh, There's so many. Probably Hangman's House.
Yeah, that
and
sounds ominous.
Because I had a nail go through my foot, so it could have implanted that one into me. It's a very scary place.
Yep, sure. And what about you, Pete? What was your most memorable investigation?
Okay, mine's the same. Hangman's House. If you go onto our channel, you see this in season 2. We do a return to Hangman's House. It is one of the most creepiest places I have ever been to. Now, this place is an abandoned house in the bush. The bush is just taken over it, and we go in and did the investigation. And as we're about to finish, Dan and I were standing there, had a bit of light rain, and all of a sudden I said, "Oh, can you hear someone walking, Dan?" And Dan goes, "No." And I said, "Oh, it sounds like walking on leaves, like that sound on leaves."
Oh, God.
All of a sudden, something came whooshing up into my ear. I
yeah.
Died down. Like, we both heard exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, I spun around.
Because the reaction is real. It looked very genuine. If you guys could investigate any site in the entire world, what would be your dream investigation?
I'd have to follow him on this one. You tell me what it is.
Okay. The one place on this planet that I want to investigate is in Italy.
Oh, really?
It's called Provogovic Island, I think the name of it. It's an old abandoned asylum on a little island just outside of Venice. Now, the Italian government has closed that island down.
Damn.
No one's allowed on it without permission. It is one of the most haunted places on the face of the planet. They've had people go there and go insane from visiting it once.
Be careful if you ever do then, please.
That'd be a sleepover.
Oh no, you're on your own for that, but I'll watch the video. We hear a lot of about haunted objects, like Robert the doll, the haunted chair, Annabelle, things like that. Would you suggest they're more haunted or possessed?
Well, yeah, that's a big question, that one.
Yeah, because what is the difference between a haunting, poltergeist activity and a possession?
Well, you want to answer that part.
I'll answer that part. You answer the part on the haunted item.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the haunted item part. Well, basically, I think that with the item itself, the spirit is attached to that item. So, say for instance, a little girl had a little doll, and she loved that doll. She loved it with all her life, and then she passed away. And that one thing that she remembers is that doll.
Yeah. Right. I see.
She'll stick to that thing like glue. You know what I mean?
See.
So that's how
an attachment to our world, to the material world. But I get it.
Pete and I don't ever claim to be professional. We're still learning in this industry ourselves. We've only been in it a couple of years, and I think being on YouTube and growing at the rate that we are, we try and remind people as much as possible that we are learning, but we still don't know it all.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I love about you guys.
Yeah, well, that's going off what I know. That's all I can say it is. That's what I think it is anyway. But what about you with that?
Now, with hauntings and possessions, for me personally, I'm very intrigued in demonology. That's something I want to study in the future myself because it intrigues me. Now, I can tell you now that demonic possession is extremely rare. It's something that doesn't happen. You've got to realise too that this entity is not in our realm and it's not human. So with the demon possession, it's extremely rare. When you have a poltergeist or say, for example, you see a ghost. 9 times out of 10 with the poltergeist, it's just going to be a mischievous spirit.
Right, okay. Now,
with a ghost, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a human spirit.
I see.
Sometimes people get the wrong idea when a ghost is a bad spirit and causes damage around the house. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be like a human spirit that's obviously been bad in his or her life. So that's what you've got to be really careful of with, especially with demon possession. I can't stress enough how rare it is.
If you were a troublemaker in life, then you're going to be a troublemaker in death.
Yeah, right. I suppose why not? There'd be all the range of personalities on the other side as well that there is here. One thing I really love about the way you guys go about your investigations is that there's nothing fake about them. It's genuine. And like with your Rando Nautica adventures, you aren't afraid to call something a bust if it's a bust. And I was wondering, is there a lot of pressure on like paranormal investigators to produce results? And is that why some of the content we see on the ghost hunting side of YouTube is dubious?
Yep. Yes. That's exactly what I was about to say is yes. There's a lot of pressure because you got to think, especially these big YouTubers, right? So they've got like, let's say, 300,000 to 1 million subscribers. And these people are they're watching them weekly religiously, right?
Yeah.
If they go out and they don't have anything happen, they're worried that people are going to go, oh, they're boring.
Right.
So we don't worry about that. We go, oh, we're still going to put the video up because I'm going to edit it to make it entertaining anyway. Yeah, entertaining, not fake, but entertaining.
Yeah, no, you guys are entertaining anyway. Just your dynamic together is like awesome.
I think that's what people like about us. Yeah,
I think so too. What would you guys suggest someone does if they think they're experiencing some kind of paranormal activity?
There's many things you can do. For a start, there's a lot of paranormal groups on Facebook and stuff like that that you can contact that do house cleansings. Yep. Basically, they get some sage and bless the house.
Yep.
Now, we can come out and do an investigation.
That was my next question was, can people contact you to come and check out their paranormal activities?
Oh, yeah. 100%, 100%. And that's where we'll come out and do an investigation. If you've got something there, hopefully we'll find it for you. If it's something more than just a normal haunting, then I know the Archdiocese in Brisbane does do investigations.
So you can help point them in the right direction too. Here's the number one thing my stream this morning wanted to know. What is with the sudden changes of temperatures that people report that seem to go like hand in hand with like paranormal activity? What is that about?
Well, from what we gather, once again, we don't know 100%.
Yeah.
But what we gather, are you talking about when we're on it, got our spirit box and
like cold spots and that,
Yeah. Basically, well, it's all spirits are energy, and so the way it works is this is my interpretation of it is that energy is everywhere around us, right? So if a spirit is there, it's sucking that energy. So therefore, it's going to affect the temperature in the atmosphere.
So it's like changing the atmosphere. It's like that crossing over. Okay.
Almost so that's usually like a cold spot. Usually, so we've experienced times where we'll be sitting there in a room and it'll be cold. Like we can feel it getting colder, but the night air is getting colder. But all of a sudden, our spirit box just starts saying that we're jumping up 1 degree. 2 degrees.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Perfect example of that was on our last investigation at World War II bathhouse.
Yeah. That was a good one. I really like that. And, I have a big veteran following, so I always love the respectful way that you guys handle those sort of sites too. That goes a long way with me. Because, you're remembering that these were people, that are possibly still there. Okay, could you guys please tell my viewers what investigations you guys have coming up?
Okay, you go.
Okay.
As you feel.
Well, tonight we're actually going out on an investigation. We're doing a private home investigation, and we're going to try out a medium.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Psychic. Sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah. So that's the first one. We've also planning to do a couple more collaborations with Pariah Paranormal, close friends of those guys. Also, hopefully with Haunted Down Under. I'm in the works of getting a couple of pubs, a couple of tourist attractions in Brisbane, hopefully. Fingers crossed everything works out there.
Yeah. Well, actually, talking about locations, my viewers this morning suggested so many. It must have been over 50 that I couldn't mention them here. I will have to email them to you later. Okay. And Dan and Pete, one of your most memorable videos for me was, like you mentioned before, nothing to do with the paranormal, had to do with a certain stinky fish. Have you got any more like fun, and that one was like gut-wrenching videos coming up in the future?
Well,
you can answer that.
Speaking of that, we actually were talking about it just the other day. See, we thought, well, even though we've transitioned to solely the paranormal now, what we've decided to do is that every so often, we're not going to put a time limit on it. But every so often we're going to, because we've got to remember where we came from. You know what I mean? We started out doing those weird food tastings and all that sort of stuff. So we thought, well, why not? let's give them one every now and then. For those people that have stuck with us from the start, that you know have put up with the, because you got to remember, a lot of the people that are still with us, that were there from the start, are you know, they might not have been into ghosty videos, but you know what? When we transition to that, they're still with us. So
yeah, exactly, because it's your dynamic, it's your personality. You guys are fun to watch. And I was wondering, would you guys ever consider purchasing a haunted or possessed item to investigate on your channel?
Oh, heck yeah, 100%. I'd buy one in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
That would be amazing to watch, actually. You know, set it, because I love it when you guys set up your static cam and you let us see the whole thing so we can, you know, find stuff ourselves or watch. It's very interesting. Okay, let's have a Captain Cook at what's happening in the world today. News headlines that stood out to me were that apparently UFO sightings have skyrocketed since 2020. According to the National UFO Reporting Center in the US, sightings have more than doubled. More people than ever are reporting strange lights, crafts, and encounters. What say you, Dan and Pete? Is the truth out there?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. You guys who are viewing this, let me know in the comments below what you think and what you make of unexplained aerial phenomenon, because there has been a massive increase. And I don't know if it's just because of the pandemic, everyone's at home and, you know, sort of noticing things more maybe, but there's definitely some strange stuff going on. Today in history, on the 18th of May, in 1756, Great Britain declared war on France. And also on this day, May the 18th, in 1804, Napoleon Bonaparte was proclaimed Emperor of France by the French Senate. Also on this day, on May the 18th, in the year of 1897, Dracula by the Irish author Bram Stoker was first published. I need an L plate in the background. That's what my friend who's the biggest fan said, you need an L plate. And
I was actually thinking that you're doing very well.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Dan and Pete, could you please tell us which 3 historical figures you would like to spend an evening with?
Oh, historical figures. Well, you go first.
Well, number 1, the Warrens.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I would love to spend an evening with both of them.
Yes.
Number 2 for me would be Gandhi.
Oh yeah, good one.
I reckon it'd have some interesting
stuff. I agree.
Now for number 3, you know, I'll come back to my third.
I honestly can't think of
We could count Ed and Lorraine as 2. Remember?
There you go.
Could you guys please recommend a YouTube channel or YouTube video each for my viewers to go check out?
Ours or someone else?
No, I'll put the links to yours in the description below. Someone else's.
Oh, okay.
I am going to go the new Reality Paranormal.
Yeah.
Okay, Reality Paranormal.
Yeah, the new Reality Paranormal. They're great. Yeah.
All right, awesome. And where can my viewers find you? Like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc.?
Yeah, definitely. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter, and obviously YouTube.
Yep, I'll put all those links in the description below, along with a link to your channel. Yep. So thank you so much for joining me, Dan and Pete, from Nightwatchers Paranormal. It has been an absolute pleasure. Everybody go check out their channel, give them some Aussie YouTube love. They also have some very, very cool merch available. They do great live streams, so try and pop in. You might see me there. I will put those links in the description below so you can go check out Dan and Pete's great work. Thank you very much again, guys. Please don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, ding my little bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Consider sharing this video so together we can build this great community. And you guys are the best, and you two are absolutely awesome. I love what you do, and I will continue to support you because I was very, very happy to find you. And all of you out there, I appreciate and value every single one of you. I hope you can join me tomorrow at exactly the same time. Love and kisses. Bye.
Bye.